I see these sporting events and specifically concerts, put your phones down.
That's different.
Concerts are different.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, it's more invasive, and there are more people with their phones out recording every song there when that's a situation I think is even less important to do that.
I feel like now that I've just experienced, like I'll look back at videos, like all I hear is my terrible singing.
Yeah.
And I should have been way more in the moment of singing the song than recording this, like what was happening.
There's no point.
Yeah.
I went to this one concert in L.A. with my pops. My wife was there as well. It was a dope little concert. It was like there were performers that were performing, I think, cover artists, pretty much. And there was a woman in front of me, older lady, like probably in her 50s or so, who literally had a shaky Android phone right in front of me, the seats in front of me, and the whole concert, she's like this. The video started at the beginning of the concert. I don't think it ended until the end. It was like a 2-hour video, shaky as hell, bad. Like, it wasn't like it was very highly pixelated. And all I could keep thinking is, what the hell are you going to do with that video?
Go on
You sure
Facebook
it wasn't
Live.
on live? Well, yeah, you sure it
It
wasn't
was
on
not
live?
live. It was a recording. I can tell. I can see it right clearly in front of me. It was like the button was impressed, and I lied. It was multiple videos, but they were both like 40 plus, 50 plus minutes. Like you could see the time ticker ticking up on it. And I kept thinking like the file is too big for you to do anything with. It's shaky as hell. You're holding it vertically. So it's not like you're selling this to anybody or anything. Like what are you going to relive this every night before you go to sleep? Doesn't make any sense.
And now I think of iconic sports moments. Do you like when on those still shots or slow-mo shots of buzzer beaters where you just see a bunch of phones in the crowd? Or if you go back to like the early 2000s to like Yankee games, World Series games, you'll see a 3-2 pitch to Derek Jeter and you see the camera flashes. It kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
But in the modern era where no one's taking a direct picture on their disposable Nikons, I don't know which I prefer. I think it's nostalgia, liking the camera flashes in big sporting moments, like the shot on Elo from Michael Jordan. You see the flashes. It's cool.
Yeah.
But this being attached to our device to worry about capturing a moment, it's always been there. It's showing its ugly face with our mobile phones now.
See, it's easier now.
I love the picture of the Masters where everyone is so focused on like an in the moment of what's going on.
Right, and they have no other option.
And they have no option but to be, they can't have their phone out. Like just this past year, I was like, that is just, I wish I could be that person. And I wish like we all could do that. But then again, I'm like, no, we all want to get the moment and be able to post it on our own pages and social media that we were there.
A couple of years ago, when Tiger was still competing for the big events, it was one of the majors that's not the Masters. It was one of the PGA Championship or the U.S. Open. It definitely wasn't overseas. But there was a still image, a picture taken of Tiger Woods taking a swing from the rough. So he's surrounded by spectators, surrounded by fans, and every single fan had their phone out recording, who many consider to be the greatest golfer of all time, except for one guy. And that one guy sat there, hands pretty much at his waist, holding a Bud Light and just smiling, enjoying the golf. And like Bud Light like got him an endorsement or something.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, because that picture was so cool. Because everyone else was worried about capturing the moment on their phone except for that one dude who was just drinking beer and enjoying Tiger Woods right in front of him.
My rule of thumb with this at sporting events and at concerts, right, is I'm okay with you pulling out your phone and recording either big moment plays or your favorite song, a bit of it, not all of it, but some of it, you dancing to it. But there needs to be a give and take. I just don't like people that are trying to record the whole damn thing like they are the broadcast team for ESPN or they are like whoever's doing the live streaming for these concerts. Take a little bit, capture a moment or two, put your phone back in your pocket, be present. That's the way to do it.
So I have been to a few weddings this year, and I love the weddings where during the ceremony it's like a no phone, like no phones out. And they give like an opportunity for if you do want to take a picture, they're like, everyone can take their phones out now to take a picture and whatnot. But it bothers me so much when you do see those professional photos come back and there are so many people that have their phones out. And it just, I'm like, if you wouldn't want that.
No.
When you're getting married and you see those pictures, like you wouldn't want people like, yes, they love the picture. They want to post it. They're there for you. They love you. They're congratulating you on their Instagram, Facebook, whatnot. But when you see the professional pictures and like it's the view, it's like people with their phones out. It bothers me so much.
Like what's the point of paying for a professional photographer if everyone's their own professional photographer?
Yeah.
You want to keep something sacred. You want these still images to live inside this world where everything looks perfect and retouched from that editor and whatnot.
Like I was watching people record the bride come down the aisle,
That's
and I was
tough.
like, I want to be like, stop put your phone away, please.
Slap it out of their hands.
Especially not if you're on one of the edge aisle seats.
Oh, and yes, and
that's the worst place to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're ruining. You are
know
being
better.
selfish. You're ruining her moment.
Phone at the waist, like trying to
Trying
pivoting.
to sneak it. Yeah, just relax, bro.
Yes.
Like just come on. Like get a picture of them when they're both at the altar, maybe, and there won't be cameras on you. That you sneak a couple in. Be respectful. Unless they do say no phone zone, then just keep the damn thing in your pocket. I'd agree. We had the same thing at my wedding a year and some change ago, where we had a phones away moment. We had the person that was mastering our wedding, Uncle Steve, the real Uncle Steve for me, told everybody to put their phones away. So I think that you should do that. And the same thing happened at the wedding I went to in Paris.
Mhm.
So it's a better way to do it. And at games, I get it though. Like if the game is on the line and you know it's the last second shot, there's no way you're going to like convince fans to not record that on their phone.
Yeah.
But isn't it a better experience if you are the person in the building to experience it uninhibited? Not through your 6-inch screen, but just as a human being with your eyes and your ears? That seems like a better experience.
Jalen in the chat says I had some rule violators at my wedding. Jalen, after the show, I'm going to call you. You let me know who it was, and I'm going to be sending them an invoice. For our photographers and videographers, for they can pay them, because I'm sure they had to edit out the phone or something like that, because I ain't seen none. No, you're right. It's better for you to just take in the moment, but I got to be honest. Like sometimes you get that itch. You're like, oh my gosh, like
people got to know that I'm
not
experiencing
even that I'm
this.
experiencing it, but like you want to like I ain't gonna lie. If I was there for Game 6, Jazz versus Bulls, 1998. Knowing this is the last dance. This is it for Jordan. And he's going up against Russell up approaching that left elbow.
Phone up.
I'm right here. I'm like, yo. And this is going right to my Instagram story after this.
You're going live on Facebook with the right hand on the hip, left hand on the phone.
Look, and then I got to caption it as they're getting crowned.
Oh, my God.
That was not a push off, bro. Like, clean step back from MJ there. He's the GOAT. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that way because I think for the big but just doing it the whole moment, the whole game and stuff is different.
Like then you might as well have not been at the game.
Yeah, it's stupid. When we were in Florence, actually, there was a this is indicative of this, and I do think that the imagery we get around sports where everybody's on their phone recording is telling and indicative of our times. Like, what's the number one issue people have with their kids? Screen time, right? Like, what's one of the number one issues with drivers on the road? Being distracted, being on your phones. It is literally, it's telling of our times. 300 years from now, when they look back on this era, it's going to be defined by how much time we spend on our phones. So it makes sense that it gets encapsulated in our sports moments. There was a temporary statue that was erected in Florence, in the city center there, in this massive place where there's a lot of different statues. They put it right in the middle. It was golden. And it was of what seemed to be like a teenaged Italian girl. Behind her, all of these like massive monuments and statues and replicas and all of this great art and scenery and everything, like the stuff that people come to Florence to see. But the statue depicted her literally with her back to all of the great stuff on her phone, texting. And I think what the artist was trying to depict there, and again, this is temporary. I'm not sure if it's still there now. It was there the week I was there. What the artist was trying to depict there is literally capturing what we're doing in this current day and time. That is the modern, not even just American, but like people in Italy, people in Europe in general, in Asia. I think we all are just so attached to the phones, and our sports moments aren't being ruined by having people on their phones like this. It's more so being captured in the natural way that we live.
You got to share this moment with everybody else.
It's what it is now. It's what we do.